Russian professor in Tokyo who taught poli-sci, and it was all in Japanese, but it was so hard to understand her. Konnichiwa, minasan. 今日面白いことを発表したいんですが。
Oh, whoa! That's out of the mouth.
Whoa! So, without further ado, let's bring out today's guests. First, he is an actor and singer whose credits include Red vs. Blue, Assassination Classroom, and Fairy Tale. Today he joins us to talk about giving voice to the biggest of the big three, Miro. Please welcome Ricco Fajardo.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
It's good to see you, bro. How you been?
It's good to see you too, Patty. I've been hanging in there. You know what I mean? It's a crazy times in this world, but I'm glad that we can connect digitally.
Absolutely. So good to finally have you here at the GalaxyCon virtual stage. And as always, we miss you having you at our physical shows, but I'm optimistic we will get back there again, get you back on our stages along with your friends and peers and in front of your fans.
Oh man, I love it. Super excited for that day. Let's work hard toward it.
But yeah, well, until then, though, we are here and we are with a great body of guests, and including our next guest. She's an actress whose work includes One Piece, Soul Eater, and Borderlands. Today, she joins us to discuss the voice of being the massive Mount Lady. Please welcome back to the GalaxyCon virtual stage, JB Marchi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And we discussed earlier, you're in your home recording studio.
I am. It's just darkness behind. I like to talk to people from dark and light / the door to my closet. So
weirdly enough, it almost looks like you're on a Star Wars set.
Well, that would be appropriate. I like it.
You're feeding information into R2-D2.
Right? You know. Only hope and all that.
Oh, indeed. Our next guest is an actor whose credits include Dr. Stone, Dragon Ball Super, and Black Clover. Today, he joins us to talk about the precognitive Sir Nighteye. Please welcome back to the GalaxyCon virtual stage, Brandon McInnis.
Ooh, precognitive. I love that word. That you surprised me with that one. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Well, you know, he touches you and he sees things. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
That's about it, Patty.
Yeah. Somebody dared me once to introduce people, the characters like, as the guy who does this, or the gal that grows really, really big. You know, but anyway, Brandon, so glad to have you back at the GalaxyCon virtual stage. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I feel like the theme right now is for voice actors is technical things. Like it's a new technical challenge with every session that we do. So we're getting through it here.
Yeah. Challenges.
Yep. Mm-hmm. right there. Yeah, it goes right there, Ricco.
Okay, I got it.
How do you have all those dangling wires with a household of cats?
Yeah, no, they have been. So we're fostering 3 cats right now. But yeah, in the middle of the night, man, they wake up at 3 a.m. and they're just like, like, yeah, chewing my XLR cable. I'm like, no. So I got a little squirt bottle of water. When I put it on the longest setting, I'm like, sniper, get away. So, they learn.
Oh, yes, they do. Our next guest, she's an actress whose credits include Fairy Tale, Attack on Titan, and Steins Gate. Today, she joins us to talk about giving voice to the quirk-boosting La Brava. Please welcome back Megan Shipman.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, so good to have you back here.
I know. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yes, indeed. And before you were here, you had a bunch of cool stuff behind you, and now you don't because you're moving, right?
I'm moving literally in 2 days. So everything's gone and in a box.
Oh, yes. Well, as always, bear or otherwise brazen, we are so glad to have you back here once again. And again, your character, I love your character so much.
I wore my shirt today.
Sweet. You got shirt?
Yeah. Yeah, I got my own shirt.
It's the power of love.
And finally, she is an ADR director and script writer whose credits include Food Wars, Saint Seiya, and Fairy Gone. Today, she joins us to discuss giving voice to 2 characters, the Seafaring Sirius and the retrogeneratively powered Aerie. Please welcome for the first time on the GalaxyCon virtual stage, Emily Neves.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. Oh, well, welcome to the GalaxyCon stage. So glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. So excited.
It is. It is lots of fun. I thought too. So you got that really cool, heavy, like a mysterious gray background behind you.
Yes. I've been doing a lot of Zoom theater and Zoom meetings and whatnot. So we got to have a nice neutral background back there.
How does Zoom theater work? Is it performers and actors basically, are they doing like almost like a script reading type thing, or is it people getting up and getting in character?
Well, it's a little bit of both, actually. I directed an actual reading for a theater company in Houston called The Landing Theater, and it was more of like a reading where we had several rehearsals, but it was through StreamYard actually. And it was just actors reading the script. We got to a place where I would almost forget that they were reading, and I would give them notes that were, that they could only take if they weren't reading. But and then I acted in a play over Zoom called Sensitive Guys, and it was with another Houston theater company called Stages Repertory. And that was actually a pre-recorded Zoom performance. We were in physical rehearsals when COVID hit, and then that got canceled. So we took it all online, and we rehearsed what we had done in the theater and rehearsed it for 1 week all together and filmed all of our rehearsals. And then we shot it for a week. So it was sort of like a hybrid between theater and film, in that we were, in front of our cameras, like film, and kind of shot it like film, but it was a play, and we took what we had rehearsed in the space. So yeah, there's all kinds of Zoom theater stuff going on.
There is, and it's interesting that everybody's kind of doing their own little permutation to it. Some people are getting into it, and some people are doing the readings. So it's, again, the innovation that has come from this, not that I want to go on, but I have to admit, it's been very interesting that people have embraced it. And similarly, how we at GalaxyCon have embraced the virtual stage. And once again, I'll stress that we do miss having you host you guys in person, and we absolutely look forward to the days of getting you on our stages back in front of your fans. Yeah. And especially, yes, and especially with this franchise, which I have really come to adore. 3 reasons. 1, it's made comic book fans and anime fans. 2, it's made anime fans and comic book fans. And 3, an incredibly huge cast, which means a really deep bench of talent. And you just never know, that character at the back of your head you'd written off suddenly pops back up again. So it's created a really fun and fertile and engaging world. And absolutely, it's been a delight to see you and all of your peers just knock this out of the park. And may this show go on forever. And I'll leave it at that. So let me ask you this much: what's been the most fun thing about being a part of My Hero for you?
All of it? Cosplayers. I love cosplayers. Yeah, seeing people cosplay, it always blows my mind anytime somebody cosplays anything that I voiced. That's one of my favorite things. I mean, beyond the work, of course, we all love the work, but it's really cool to see people dress up as a character you've voiced for.
Yeah, there was when I found out I was going to be La Brava, I was just kind of like Googling and, as you do, and finding GIFs and all sorts of fun things. But there were already people, she hadn't even showed up in the show yet, technically, like animated. And people had already made cosplay just from her showing up in the manga for La Brava. And I was like, I'm so excited. And I'm like, very stealthily just following them, like, follow. And then being like, I'll retweet this in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I always get teary-eyed when I see a cosplay of Aerie, because a lot of times they're actual little girls, and I just get so excited that there's somebody that age that's into the show, and my heart swells and breaks. It's so cute.
Yes, I found out recently that my niece just recently got really into My Hero, because she's kind of becoming a young preteen now. And her mom texted me and was like, "Hi, your niece loves you." And I was like, I'm the cool aunt, finally. It's so great.
Yeah, the cosplay is incredible. And I love seeing the fandom make really funny skits. I love TikTok right now and seeing all the creativity from the fans just doing ridiculous, hilarious things with sounds and characters and just headcanons galore. But they're so funny. I'm just astounded at the fandom's creativity.
I love it when they realize that you voiced a different character. So I had someone, I think they were in a Mount Lady cosplay, but they were using, I think, either Junko or Panny from Panty and Stocking, their voice. Like, so they were lip syncing, but the wrong character. It was just, it was really cool. I just like the stuff they come up with is always so creative and fun and blows my mind. Yeah, I love TikTok too.
Good. I'm so glad you joined.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, Ricco.
I just made one.
That's how it worked.
Oh, and Ricco made one?
I just made one. I'm only following Funimation. I mentioned it on my Twitch channel. Everyone's like, "We're gonna follow you." I'm like, "I don't have any videos. I got nothing. I have nothing." I'm like, but people keep following.
Let's do something, Ricco. Well,
nothing.
It'll be great.
Although you've inspired me. The only reason why I would join TikTok was just watching Brandon's videos. If you guys haven't seen it or you haven't participated in it, for the people that are watching right now, go check out. Is it here? Is it down, Brandon?
Okay, yeah, I think so.
Over there. Check out his TikTok and do some duets with him. It's just delightful.
They're hilarious.
Duets are fun.
They're super fun, and Jamie's videos are excellent too. Go check hers out too.
Patty too, but yeah.
Patty, you want TikTok too?
Just being like, what? People know my voice? What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Jamie, you're the voice in that huge meme on TikTok too.
Yeah. Oh, look at him tremble! Yeah, that whole thing. It's so weird. I was like, who?
I remember texting you and being like, your voice has like 4.9 million videos with it right now. So, I might want to check that out.
And then when people were doing it in Korea, you're like, you're in Korea now.
You're now in Korea.
You're huge in Korea, Jamie.
Reiner tremble. It's fantastic.
Well, I just posted a new video to my MySpace account, and I'm expecting to be a big hit.
Oh,
Perfect.
All right,
he's in your top 8, bro. Is Tom there? Tom's always in my top 8, bro.
Go back.
Linkin Park playing in the background. Sorry.
No problem. Bruce, let me know. We got questions lined up for our audience. Good to go. So I say let's jive right on in. And our first one is going to come from Tanner, who wants to know, who would you want to play your character in live action?
Oh my
man.
God. Oh, I know. I want what's her name? Millie Bobby Brown to be La Brava. She'd be cute and she'd be sassy.
Yeah. Yeah. Good one.
I think for Ari, it would have to be some unknown genius child. So,
Right.
and I'd like to play Sirius. I would like to.
I'll cast him myself. There's no one that can do it but me. I'm thinking, you guys, is there like a like very blue-eyed, like large blue-eyed, super jacked, blonde-haired Adonis nice guy that you can think of out there that like could be Miro? I'm having a hard time. I want to do like Chris Evans because he's just a like nice dude and I like him a lot. But
Yes.
That would work.
Yeah,
But,
that would work.
You know,
I need
people
like
can dye their hair or wear
This
wigs.
is true. You're right. Sorry. I'm just like, I'm limited in my scope.
Have to
I'm
wear it.
from like Brad Pitt 17 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Time travel a little bit.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, Kemsner can pull off.
Obviously. Yeah.
and remember too, guys, we're CGIing guys in their 60s to pass off as their 20s and 30s. So
Yeah.
this is all doable.
This is true. I need a little bit of time to meditate on that one, but for right now, I'll say Chris Evans. But I'm gonna like in the middle of this thing be like, I got one.
I feel like Ken Watanabe would be a good choice for Nighteye.
Yeah.
I would not be for a variety of reasons. Ken's my first choice.
Okay.
That'd
I
take
gotta
it.
look up mine. I can't remember her name. She's in Lovecraft Country. She's so good, and I can't remember her name. Stop it. I don't.
Well,
Italy.
you look it up. We'll come on back to that. I'll tell you what, Tanner, I'll thank you for that question. If anybody else and it comes up with a new one or replacement, go ahead and we'll popcorn it up.
Journey Smollett.
Da! Done. Cool. Tanner, thank you for that one. That was good. Let's roll another one from Christy. If you could have your character from My Hero team up with an American comic book character, who would it be? Oh, boy.
Mine's easy. It would just be fun to do like Shadowcat because she also goes through things. So like Miro and Shadowcat could have conversations like, so what's it like for you? Because I just my clothes fall off. And then like, Shadowcat could be like, my clothes stay on. That's weird. Why do you do that? I didn't know you could choose. So I just think it'd be like really cool to have them chop it up about the ability to go through things.
Yeah. See that.
Yeah.
Absolutely see that. And they're the same age bracket too. So yeah, the teenagers. Yeah.
Get along.
Absolutely.
I think I would say Doctor Strange because he's my favorite. And I just think it would be really cool to see Aerie with her crazy quirk and him with his divine matter altering insane powers. I just think that would be a really cool team to watch.
Now, would Sirius be with Aquaman or with Submariner from the Marvel Universe?
Oh. I think Aquaman, just because it makes me think of Jason Momoa and he's hot.
Yeah, well, I kind of softballed that, but yeah.
I feel like I should say Ant-Man. And then I'm going, because of Paul Rudd, I'm also going to say Ant-Man.
That's awesome. Ant-Man and Mount Lady.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
It would be hilarious. I love it. I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Someone call Paul Rudd.
Someone call Paul Rudd right now.
Get him right on the phone.
What do you mean you can't like adjust? You just got 2 sizes? That's it.
I feel like Sir Nighteye would be a good mentor maybe for Spider-Man growing up.
Oh.
Maybe that would be a cool dynamic to watch.
Yeah.
Which Spider-Man?
Oh, that's the question.
Not fair. It's not a fair question. I'm sorry.
It's not.
Well, if you're doing it right now, I'd say Miles, just because in the comics, I still think of Peter Parker as a guy who's basically in his 30s now. So, but Miles is a teenager, so he would be the one that theoretically would need more mentoring.
Good answer.
Sure, Nighteye touched like if he looked into Peter's future, would he see like the Spider-Verse? Would he see all? Nightaye's like, what the crap? What is this? Like 35?
It'd be very confusing.
I don't really know if it was a hero. I feel like Brava would have to go with one of the girls probably because she doesn't care about anyone else. So I don't know. Maybe someone like Wonder Woman who, I don't know if you've seen the new 1984 trailer, but she looks so classy and bougie and I love her. And I just feel like La Brava would be like, oh yeah, I could totally just sit here and chill in a nice house and whatever.
I could see Princess Diana kind of taking under her wing and maybe helping her out.
Right?
Because I don't want to say that she has issues, but
She helped her discover how to love herself.
Exactly. It's like love comes from within, and then you share it. And...
Love yourself. Respect yourself.
Love yourself.
Christy, thank you. That was a great one. What do we have next? From Sydney. What are your definitions of heroes?
So deep.
No, that's a good question.
Yeah, you may interpret it as you want, either a fictional hero of some kind, or what traits may make up a real world, either current day or historical hero, or a personal hero to you who excelled in acting or music or sports, something to that effect.
In my mind, it's someone who's willing to make a personal sacrifice for the greater good, whatever that might be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say, too, somebody who is willing to risk their safety for someone else that they don't know and they don't stand to gain anything from it. That is what I think is important. A selfless act, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even when it feels like hope is lost.
That's right. Or dogs.
Or dogs. Dogs are heroes.
Yeah.
Yes, all dogs.
All the
Just
puppers.
dog.
Every single dog.
Yeah.
And
All dogs go to heaven because they're heroes.
Yes.
I think of it when the when the word is used in, like, I don't know, you go to the gym and you go just like a little bit further and you see someone pushing. Like, I've witnessed heroic behavior in small little bits, you know, self-sacrifice. You know, if someone drops an ice cream cone and then buys the kid another ice cream cone, like, yeah, that's not necessarily like her hero, but like to see something that is what one would consider maybe wrong or unjust in the kind of world, witnessing that and trying to correct it or fix it, whether that be pursuing a vocation that addresses that. Yeah, seeing something in a moment that, you know, kind of like Deku and, you know, Bakugo in the beginning of the show, you know, jump springs into action, or the day-to-day, you know, cash it, you know, doing the 9 to 5 because that's what it takes to make that paycheck to put your kid through college, or, you know, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's an interesting word, heroism, and to be a hero, but I think it's subjective because, you know, we all have our own heroes, right, for different reasons. So, yeah, I guess it would be to go. I was gonna say go beyond, like, totally innocently. I was gonna say innocently, but truly, like, going beyond what would be expected of a person, I suppose, whatever that means to you. Sorry to kind of punt it to the ether, but you know what I mean.
No, that's perfectly valid, bro.
All of the above.
Yeah, go beyond plus ultra.
Anybody could pick up Thor's hammer and beat ass with it. Okay. Sydney, thank you. That was a good one. What we have next from Molly? Do you ever watch the animes that you voice?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All the time.
I can't watch all of them. I feel like because there's just so many sometimes, and some seasons you're just so busy and you're just like, I can't sit down and watch this show this second. But I'm going back and I'm rewatching God, I hate this, such a long name. If my favorite pop idol made it to the Budokan, I would die. I'm rewatching that one right now, and it's just I love that show. And I you know, it's so weird because sometimes I'll be watching something with me in it, and I'll be like, oh, it's me, and I remember that happening, and but I don't know what it is about that show. Everyone else is so funny and amazing in that show that I just completely forget I'm in the show, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
I think that's one of my favorite things about watching the stuff that we do, because you fall in love with performances of your peers, and you kind of like watching the stuff that we work on makes us become fans of our coworkers.
Yes.
You know,
I was literally texting people last night as I was watching the show, and I was like, oh my God, you're so funny. And they were like, oh my God, thanks.
That weird 3 a.m. text from your coworker that's like, hey bro, at 3 of season blah, rocked it. I'm like,
Solid.
what?
You know, in episode 3,
You have to look it up because you don't remember.
minute 12, you killed episode 3, minute 12. You killed it.
But that's awesome. I enjoy that we involved in a medium. We can do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brandon freaking crushed my wee little heart in freaking My Hero.
It's
We're not gonna die. All it took is like
same.
just saying Mirio's name. I'm like,
We saw each other in the hall up at Funimation after both of us had recorded, and there was just we stopped, we looked at each other. There was this moment of silence, and there was just a. It was, yeah. There
It's
didn't need to be
good.
words.
I love hearing my comrades put it all on the table. It's a good feeling.
Right. Molly, thank you. That was fun. What's next? From My Hero Academia Queen. How did you guys become voice actors?
I auditioned. That was really how I got into it.
My-
Boring answer.
That's yeah.
I have a degree in theater, and so I had done a lot of like voice technique stuff, classes or whatever. And then I had done theater and, you know, stuff like that for a while. And I had done actual commercial voiceovers as well. And then I met someone at a party that was like, hey, I work for Funimation. You're an actor. You should come audition. And I thought, I can't do that screaming thing. It's my instrument. I can't.
Moneymaker.
But I still went and auditioned, and it was actually for Fruits Basket. And so
Oh, wow.
that was the first thing I did, and now here I am almost 20 years later doing the same role, which is really cool because you can do that in theater.
Mhm.
Well, you're more
Yeah.
likely to in theater than film. I'll say that.
True.
That was pretty much the same story for me. I was in college, and I was getting my degree in music ed. So I always tell people, do as I say, not as I do. Please get acting classes. I did not have acting. I was just a singer. But please take acting classes. Someone I knew was actually, also from Dallas and was working at Funimation, and they were like, you'd probably be really good for this. Cause we were just like, I started chatting her ear off. We both found out that we were huge nerds about anime. She's like, you would probably be good at this. Cause she actually trusted me because I didn't sound completely crazy, which I'm like, I'm glad I tricked you. But yeah, so then I auditioned and the rest is history.
Well, to your credit about singing, I think singing translates very closely to voice acting because you have to know how to emote a song.
Yeah, there was and at the time, I was doing, even though I was doing music ed, there's still a lot of performance-based things you have to do with getting your music degree. So like, even if you're doing ed, you're singing arias and doing operas and this and that. So there is a lot of that. Like opera is, I guess, a form of acting. So there's like that stage presence and there's that whole thing. I had just never been a theater kid. So I felt like I was like infiltrating the system. I was like, how did I do this? So I tell people at cons, I'm like, just take acting. Like I didn't, I do now, but please don't.
I was working on a film with Brina Palencia called All the Wrong Friends. And after an overnight shoot where we were super tired, like shooting well into the morning or well into the night and then wake up in the morning, like doing night shoots, how you got to sleep the other way, your sleep is backwards. Which, by the way, All the Wrong Friends out on Amazon Prime. I can't believe it. If you guys want to see it, you can watch it. It's my first film thing ever. Brina did a great job. I'm like, ooh. But me, yeah, I'm just like, I just like run around like a dummy. But anyway, however, that said, after shooting all night, I was playing guitar and we were singing. She's like, "Hey, I didn't realize you sing and do stuff. Did you want to audition for Funimation?" And I was like, "What is that?" And so, auditioned and yeah. Say nothing, such as life. That's how I guess voice actor, because I always consider all of us just simply actors, but I understand there's a semantic thing there of like, well, but you use voice for voice acting, like, and that's a whole nother combo. But yeah. That's when I started using my voice in front of a mic.
That was kind of weird. I was trained for musicals and I did opera as well. But I did that and then I was a software engineer. And so I was like, I'm a software engineer, not an actor, is what was in my head. And Ian Sinclair reached out to me one time because I'm friends with Ian through Michael and Jamie, and there was Black Butler season 3 Book of Circus. I guess the translator had some issues with it. I have a degree in Japanese and worked in Tokyo as a translator for a little bit. That was like a weird like winding path in my life. Yeah. And so Ian reached out to me and he said, "Hey, translator at Funny is having some issues with this dialect. It's like a weird dialect. Would you mind taking a look at it?" And I said, "Sure, I'll take a look at it." It was this weird dialect I'd never seen before. It was understandable, but I didn't know what it was. So I did some searching, and there's a site called Yahoo Answers. Anyone remember that?
Yes.
Yahoo Answers? Yeah. Well, Yahoo Answers is still used a lot in Japan. And I found the answer on Japanese Yahoo Answers. Someone was asking about this accent, and someone responded. And so I went down the research hole and found that it was traced back to a performer's dialect that originated on a very specific like nightlife street in Osaka a long time ago. Whoa. And so I was like, "Here, look at this. This is ridiculous." And so he worked. The character was Joker in Book of Circus, so he worked with Matt Mercer on picking the accent for that. And so in the end, he was like, "Hey, do you want to, just as a thank you, you want to come in and voice the cats in season 3, because it's also the one thing that Sebastian doesn't hate in life, and he thought it would be hilarious because like Michael and I are together, and he voices Sebastian. So I was like, sure. And so while I was in the booth. We got to talking, and he was like, "Hey, do you have a British dialect?" I was like, "Yeah. I mean, I've done some musicals in that dialect." And he was like, "Okay." So that was my first speaking role. Was in Black Butler Book of Murder. So. Yeah. So many Black Butlers.
Murder. Most foul.
Most foul.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Megan, we heard from you yet?
Oh, me?
No,
Yes.
Emily.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes. No, I mean, mine is
Sorry, I was
kind
looking
of
at my-
boring comparatively. I was working at the Alley Theater down in Houston, and Sentai Filmworks was ADV back then, but they were looking for more female talent, and a friend of mine was like, "Hey, do you want to audition?" And so I went in, and Stephen Foster took me through the whole gamut of female anime voices, and I got cast from that as a very small role in Kiba, and yeah, as they say, the rest is history. So pretty boring. Theater pipeline.
Again, hosting you all in person. I mean, that's the inevitable question. Which, it's just like, oh, how do I become a voice actor? How do you get on in? And I just sort of like it. Just learn the skills and just keep trying.
Yeah.
But everybody else just,
I don't know how anybody else gets in. I know how I got in.
No, it's I've said this, and I'm only half joking when I say it's like how they described getting into Narnia. You can't get in the same way twice.
It's true. It's Narnia.
It's true. We're
Voice
in
acting
Narnia.
is Narnia.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You just gave Brandon the best TikTok idea he's ever had.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Closet.
Taking a note now.
And you know what? I won't even charge you for it.
Bless.
Real kindness.
I'll give you a shout out on TikTok.
Sweet.
Just
Yes.
send some of those followers your way. I got you.
All right. Hey, reminder to our audience, if you'd like to chat with our panelists like I am now or purchase an autograph, please sign up at GalaxyCon.com. And I will thank you, my hero, Academia Queen, for that question. Good one. Let's see what we have next. And this comes from Rihanna. What would you think your character's favorite snacks are?
Scones. That's easy. They love tea. They just drink scones. Or they drink scones. No, they drink tea and they eat scones.
So fast.
Airy candied apples for sure, and serious calamari.
Ooh, yeah.
See her sharing that with the Selkies.
Chips for Mount Lady because it's even a gif of her laying reading a magazine eating chips. So I'm going to say chips.
Okay.
Sour cream and onion. Cheddar, sour cream, and onion. Just going to throw my personal opinion in there on that.
Fair.
Thinking like what's the most like stereotypical like salaryman food? Like you work really late and it's really cold outside. Ramen.
There you go.
Oh, you know that's Mirio's favorite.
Aww.
I'm just saying.
There he is. There he is. You froze though, Ricco.
It was so true. You froze space and time.
Really? Oh, okay.
We were like,
Ramen. Yeah, Mirio's favorite is ramen. Although I do think it for a snack, even though he's like super buff and like, those muscles consume energy. And I'm sure that his favorite snack, he probably really likes eating something super highly caloric and proteiny like peanut butter. So like, I bet he's like fiends on some Reese's peanut butter cups like myself. But no. Yeah. But he just does, a million burpees to make up for it. Yeah.
It's true. Eat some carrots, fix those eyes of his.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just first I saw a character, I was like, he's got little orphan Annie eyes. What's up with that?
No, they're Tintin eyes. They look just like
Tintin
Tintin.
Tintin.
Lucas from Earthbound. He's got many cousins. They're all his cousins, guys.
Yes.
Easy.
extended family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tintin's his French. Yeah.
Rihanna, thank you. That was a fun one. What we have from Nia. Because this show makes me cry. Oh, I want to know: have you ever gotten really emotional while voicing a scene in the show?
Every single scene Ari does ever. Every single scene. I can't even watch.
Season 4. All of season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
That whole.
I think I said this the last time I was on, but so I recorded. I think we did 6 episodes where it was La Brava and Gentle were in like the last, about the last 6 episodes around the end, and we did the first 3 at Funimation. Then everything was like, nope, stay home, please stay home. So then a few weeks later, we did the last 3 episodes in my closet. And I had to do this really big emotion, where Deku is actually like beating the crap out of Gentle, and she's all like, like having a meltdown because she's like, oh my God, what I do? And it was really, really sad. Like I was just recording this, and because of technical things, like they ended up saying like, record the lines on your own, send them to us, and we'll like look over them. So I was like, okay, great. So I was like all alone, and I was like recording this really emotional scene and doing like options, but I was like, I had to like take a breather a few times because I was like, okay, this is really sad. I'm really depressed for a hot second. Because it's just sad. Even the villains are sad. Like,
my heart got peppered by this show, man. My heart got absolutely peppered by this show.
Yeah.
There's we're working on My Hero Wants Justice 2, where Megan plays Baby Mirio, by the way. And I'm playing this game. Oh, dude, I'm playing this game, and in the game, sorry, spoilers coming ahead. Sorry if you didn't watch the show. Why are you here if you haven't watched the show? Anyway, but there's a part in the game where Mirio can't use his powers, and it's a part of it. You can't use any of the special abilities, so you're just duking it out while Overhaul's just laying into you. And meanwhile, it's underscored with Megan going like, "I want to be a hero. I want to say," as you're just getting like just the crap kicked out of you, but you got to keep pushing with no power. And I'm like.
Yeah, that is when Colleen called me, she's like, so you're gonna be baby, and I knew what happens to Mirio, and she called me in to just do it in the show, and I was like, ha 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 ha. Like everyone, you're like beating Overhaul up, and I like everyone and like sobbing and everything, and I'm just like, yeah.
I'll leave this one thing though with Brandon. When we had to record, we were running back at a schedule. I had to go and record. It was very quick. It was a very short session for when Sir Nighteye makes a very beautiful exant. And we had to record it. We didn't have much time, and it felt very much like a hospital visit where the person's passing away, and it's like, hey, you got to say goodbye now. Because like, Ricco, we gotta get you and you gotta dub this. You only have 2 lines. And I was like, wait, but it's like a super powerful moment. And Alexis is covering. She's like, I'm so sorry. We got booked up. I'm like, it's cool. Sabbath series waiting. I'm like, okay, cool. Put me in. Let's do it. And Alexis is just like, her heart on the table. She's like, I'm so sorry. Can we do it? I'm like, we got it. Let's go. I'm like, this conditions could not be more perfect. I roll in. I'm like, sir, and it's just, and then you said Mirio. And I'm like, even thinking about it, I'm like, it's like, what do you say? What do you say in those moments when you have, when you have only a second to say what you want to say to someone who's leaving. Anyway, sorry, but yeah, that was like
that scene in particular, like the most heart-shattering thing I've ever done in the booth. I'm in absolute awe, Ricco, that you recorded that quickly. When I found out you had that much time, because I went in there and I heard your first take just coming in, and I broke down, and Alexis was like, "Stay with me." Stay right there. Don't go anywhere.
Don't you go anywhere.
Going. And so I did, and that was the take we got. But that was only because it was you laid down such a it's just heartbreaking take.
We got some good material, you guys. We got some good material to work with, and there's still a lot more story to tell. I'm reading the manga, by the way, so I know a lot of things.
Oh, you're cheating!
Cheating! I'm an actor. I'm prepared.
An actor prepared.
Anyway, I've asked that before. I've said who reads the manga and who deliberately just says no. I'll read my script when I get it from my character. And there seems to be there's a split. There's a split, but it's okay if you want to cheat. That's okay.
Wait, I sense you have an opinion. I'm just kidding.
It's all good. Nia, thank you. That was a great one. Oh, what do we have next? From Catastrophe. not catastrophe, catastrophe. Your character has a closet full of one thing. What is it?
All Might merch. Oh wait, what was that?
All Might merch.
Spanx.
That's great.
I'm just being realistic.
I like to think that La Brava has a closet full of really nice video cameras and devices, and because she's a hacker, like that's her thing too. Yeah, and maybe just like tapes of like all of their hijinks around town.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think Miro had a whole bunch of notes, like just a bunch of notebooks from like, trying to get good. They're not the best notes. They're not clean. They're not well done. You know what I mean? And he's just constantly scrawling like aggressively and pictures and charts of how to do, it's that meme where I'm like, like this is how you permeate. But now I think it's full of, there's also pictures of like, Aries really cute drawings. He kept every single thing she made. He's got it all like boxed up, every single thing. Like that's what he's got going on now.
Yeah, and Aries got a closet full of traumatic memories.
Hey, yeah.
Yes,
Gotta get that girl some therapy, man.
she's gonna need it.
Better a closet full of therapists.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
I like that. The first thing that came to mind was bandages.
Just bandages? No!
And I was like, candy apples? No, those will go bad.
I bet ever since she moved into the dormitory and everything, I bet everyone gave her something. I bet.
Oh
everyone's
yeah,
like,
I bet she has a closet full of
this
cute little dresses.
This
and
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go with
I was
that.
right.
Rico. I like that. I like the way
I
you
was like,
think.
here's all of these cute clothes. I just found them. I don't know.
Yeah.
You, sir, are a hero. Brandon, did we hear from you yet?
Oh, All Might merch.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Easy.
a lot of
Easy.
All Might merch.
I didn't put my
cool.
answer for the crying thing, and that is because it's a big old no. I have not cried for this show.
Give it just a little
In real.
longer, Jane.
That's what I get. My hero, no, not for Mount Lady.
Not yet.
Okay, but
Yeah.
Catastrophe, thank you. What do we have next? From Abel. Do you have a quirk, aka something special or unique that you can do?
Organization.
Oh, she's so good at organization. Oh my gosh, you have got to see her kitchen pantry. It's amazing.
Just
Amazing.
like everything to have a place.
It's so good. I'm so envious.
I envy that. Yeah.
I don't
think it
have that
came
part.
from playing Tetris when I was younger, and so I can see it. But
Mm.
also you have to know how you function. So like if you know you're not going to move something to get something behind it, then
Yeah.
you need to not put anything behind it. Like it's knowing how you work too, so that you can plan the best so that you can use the things and put them
Foresight.
back where they go.
Hey,
Awesome.
Hey.
I should get some of that.
I can improv music. Like I can improv pretty decent music.
Super
like,
good.
Yeah,
I
we did that one panel before everything like shut down like last year, and that was super fun.
Oh man, I think it's a musical theater kid thing. Like Wayne Brady does a great job of it on Whose Line. But I love just jumping into a scene and making like if all I need is one chord, and the second I hear it, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
We're writing a song, guys. So yeah, Insta music is my quirk. His name, it's Insta music. Yeah.
Trying to think. I can interpret Japanese
Oh,
into
can I tell
English
you,
and like panels and
Brandon?
stuff.
Can I tell you what I think yours is?
Yes, please.
You can speak Japanese in various accents. That's my favorite.
I
Oh,
can.
that is so cool.
Yeah.
I can speak Japanese. And my favorite is Russian or French. I had a Russian professor in Tokyo who taught poli-sci, and it was all in Japanese, but it was so hard to understand her. Konnichiwa, minasan. 今日面白いことを発表したいんですが。
Oh,
He
whoa!
can
Out of
say-
the side of the mouth.
Whoa.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, minasan.
Konnichiwa.
It's
Wow.
all tight, very tight-lipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. So, thank you, Jamie. I had forgotten about that.
No, it's my favorite. I'll never forget that phrase.
And then
That's-
French is weird.
Relax
too.
your mouth, person.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if I had forgotten, you would have been like, organization.
I would have. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything I can do that's like unique to me. I mean, I've always kind of been a natural mimic. I've got a pretty good ear for like hearing something and being able to mimic it pretty well. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. Can't think of anything.
Mimicry works.
My blanket answer is just singing, because I grew up a singer, and that was like my identity for 18 years of my life, 23 years of my life. So now I'm like, forget it.
Forget it.
Forget it. I'll just sit around and play video games and maybe do some anime and whatever.
Smoke cigars.
Yeah, cigars and Switch.
Yeah.
Old cigars and Switch.
You know, cigars and Animal Crossing. It's so good.
Gotta water my plants.
Hey, Isabel, get over here.
Hey, how much your turnips? How much your turnips?
Oh.
Isabel, if you give me 5 stars.
The only cooking I do is an overcooked.
Quit slicing cheese. You're making a mess.
Abel, thank you. That was good. Well, we have time for one more, so I'll ask our team to pull a really good one for us to close out on. And this comes from Blossom Bloom. If you could sum up your character that you voice in 3 words, what would it be?
This is so tough.
I could think of one for Emily.
Well, I mean, what sweet, innocent, and I can't think of a third one. What do you have? Help
Take me home.
Take me home. Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
sweet.
so it doesn't have to be adjectives that describe. Yeah, take me home or yeah.
Brandon's
Or
going
you just think of something, Brandon. You just break your own heart. You just broke your own.
Or let's go sailing for serious.
Hurt my,
Yeah, let's go sailing.
Mine is it'll be all right.
And it's a lie.
That is a really good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess Eric could also be please don't die.
no. Oh,
Please vote.
Oh man, I think.
You could cheat a little bit. I'll say go for 3, but if you get to do it in 5 to 6, go ahead.
I'll just. I love gentle. That's it. Just I love gentle. That's it. That's the whole epitome of her.
Send tweet.
I think it would be
Don't
for
act.
Mirio. Never give up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to do something about like belief, like believing in you, because Nighteye, with that, but it's like really that's the thing. Keep on pushing, never give up. Either one.
Yeah.
Both are
Don't
good.
stop
keep
believing,
smiling.
baby.
Don't stop
Uh-huh.
believing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just got
I'm
I got
gonna-
a copyright email from Journey. No, I'm kidding.
Mine's pretty easy. Big booty power.
Yeah, big booty power.
Yeah.
Booty everywhere. Wait.
Booty
everywhere.
Oh, Chris, you did it.
Booty, rocking everywhere.
Rocking
Rocking everywhere.
everywhere. I was doing syllables.
Yeah.
Booty,
You're doing
booty,
collabs.
booty.
Powerful though.
Yeah.
Booty. It's powerful.
Bullshit.
Big booty power.
Amazing. That's a great question.